the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real-world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Turn 3 Racing Network, as tonight we're here with the OP Racing Premier Super Speedway Series as we begin our first race in the round of 8. Just 8 drivers will have 2 races to settle it out for the Championship 4. I don't know who it's going to be, but I do know who our Championship 8 are, and that goes all the way down from 16, where we started, to these 8. We have Mr. Rick Sanchez, Mr. Hunter Reynolds, Mr. Stephen Miles, Mr. Josh Ball, Mr. Anthony English, Mr. Kevin Freis, Mr. Adam Kilday, and Mrs. Zach Workman, all here for our Championship 8 in this 2-race battle. This one here at Talladega tonight. So want to thank everyone for joining us. I'll be your host. My name is Miss KR. Since I did that to Zach, I'll do it to myself as well. Guys, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you all know it's all in good fun. We all have fun here, and I love each and every one of these drivers and fans, except for you. I'm looking at you. You know who you are. It's all right. Anthony English in the 44 coming around to lay down his qualifying lap time. That 44 got up to speed, and I'm going to flash across the start finish line. It helps if you turn the stuff on. There we go. Anthony English on pole right now. The qualifying is underway. It is a 5-minute qualifying session, but it does take about 2.5 minutes to get one lap in, because you get out, roll around, get up to speed, then take the green flag, then come around and take the white flag and make that your first timed lap. So it does take a minute to get out there. Eric Laurie in the 071 as Rick Sanchez rolls into second place. Nobody so far has anything for that 53.96 by Anthony English. Josh Ball going to be able to take over the top spot. So championship contenders in the first 3 spots. Got about a minute 15, sorry. Yeah, a minute 45 left. No, it was a minute 15. Good grief, I can't even do math. Oh boy. It's going to be a hard one tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Kevin Freis, Adam Kilday, all topping Josh Ball and Anthony English. The track picking up some speed here late in this session. So with that being said, I am going to step away for our national anthem one go anywhere. We'll be back with tonight's starting lineup right after this.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, where I have just lost my timing and scoring. Not sure what this is all about. So I am currently in the process of restarting this. It was working for qualifying, and all of a sudden just decided, nah, we're not going to work at the change of the session. Which is fine, it's cool. I just wish I would have had a bit of a heads up that it was going to do that. Alright, that looks like it got it. Let's see. Gonna go through this very quickly. Kevin Freis, Adam Kilday on the front row. Hunter Reynolds, Josh Ball, row number 2. Row 3, going to be Vicente Guerrero and Anthony English, Rick Sanchez, Peter DeBorgia. Row 4, row 5, Jeff Crosby Jr. and Sean McCara. Row 6, Zach Fritch and Andy Brigante. Row 7, Eric Laurie, Casey Gilchrist. Row 8, Les Levy. Welcome back, Les. Good to see you. Jimmy Reynolds to his outside. Row number 9, that is Richard Kuhn and Adam Schramm. Row 10, Nate Warren and Andrew Schroeder. Row 11, David Overstreet, Dave Hunt, Bubba Winningham, and Stephen Miles for row 12. Row 13, Gabe Butler and Dustin Logston, and Zach Workman not making the call to the grid. So Workman not out there. Not sure what happened to Zach, but he is not out there right now. So that is not a good start to this race. for him, especially being a championship contender. But either way, here we go. Kevin Freis, Adam Kilday into the start zone. Green flag is out. We are underway for the first time here tonight. Talladega Super Speedway kicks off our Championship 8. Just 3 races remain in this season. Tonight we're at Talladega. Next week we'll be at the bumpy road Daytona Legacy track, and our final race of the season taking place for the Daytona Night Championship race. So just 3 races left, but this one got to get through it first as they make their way through turns 1 and 2 cleanly, and now through 3 and 4. Zach Workman still has not joined the race, but he's going to go a lap down very early. They have got to get that figured out. This is not how you want to start your championship weekend. A 1 lap down, I believe. And if I did my math correctly, we have at least 7 more laps to go. So Freis and Kilday still at the front of this field. They have remained there throughout the opening lap. Nobody really able to mount a charge against them just yet, but we do see some happenings in the 3rd lane. Dustin Logston in the 81, recently removed from the championship battle, set the fastest lap of the race last time around. I think we'll see that time drop maybe one more time here before they hit pit road. But a 49.89 fastest lap time. Dustin Logston, the only driver in the 49-second bracket right now. Everyone else in the 50s, so Dustin showing some early speed. Zach Fritch in the 12. Having that 3rd lane start to work out for him. Richie up on the high side, gaining 7 spots from where he started. That 3rd lane working very early for him. Despite gaining 7 spots, right now he is not our biggest mover of the race. That goes to the 16 of Nate Warren. Warren, the 3rd car in that 3rd lane. He is up 10 spots from where he started this race, so he is moving very quickly to the front as well. On board with the 87 of Adam Straub. Straub tucked in behind the 47 of Richard Kuhn. As that 3rd lane gains another car. Jeff Crosby Jr. jumping up to that 3rd lane. A little bit of wiggling going on. Everyone running very tight here at Talladega. Trouble down the back stretch. Yellow flag is out. So a yellow flag comes out. And it looked like trouble down the back stretch. Adam Kilday in the 85 getting a piece of it. A lot of cars getting bumped and banged on. On board with Hunter Reynolds. You see, it looked like just, I don't know. I really don't. Just a couple cars getting out of shape. And everyone just fighting to hold on to it. I don't think we had too many cars getting in the wall. Maybe one down on the inside wall. Didn't quite get a good look at who that was. So minimal damage. I mean, cars slamming into each other is never a good thing. Always going to bring a little bit of damage, but bumping another car is nothing like hitting another concrete wall. So here they come down pit road for the first time. We're going to have everyone on pit lane. Nobody on the track was a lap down, so everyone on the pit road. Does look like the troubles for Zach Workman quite possibly terminal. He has not yet made it out there, so not saying that Zach couldn't come back from being 5-6 laps down. We have seen stranger things happen, but not looking good for the 19, even if you were to make it back out here at this time. And our driver of the 19 reporting computer issues trying to load in. That sucks. Good grief, man. That sucks a lot. Well, you're not the only one having issues. Got my own issues. The yellow flag seems to be stalling out. Yeah, I told you, everything was working timing and scoring wise, and all of a sudden it just dropped out as soon as it switched over from qualifying into the race session. It's like quite a few things aren't stacking up correctly just yet. Jeff Crosby stopping by to say hello. How you doing, Mr. Crosby? So Kevin Freis is our race leader in the 25. Zach Fritch, Hunter Reynolds, Nate Warren, Adam Kilday, your top 5. Anthony English in the 44. That driver spent the most time on pit road for the first go around. He did have quite a bit of damage. We could see it as we watched him go through 3 and 4 after getting through the wreck. Like I said, didn't look like anyone hit the wall very hard. We saw one car go down to the inside line. But anytime 3,000 pounds meets another 3,000 pound object, there's going to be some give. Just not as much as if you hit that inside wall. Belva, good to see you. Belva Feltz is here. So lights are out on our Ford Mustang. While we have a moment, let's go ahead and take a look at our championship contenders. This is the first race for the round of 8, or the championship 8. So all points are reset, everyone at the same amount. So everyone in our championship 8 tied right now. Stage points are going to be huge. A race win would be even bigger. Get that race win and you are in to the championship 4. Only 2 races in this round of 8. So it is crunch time for these guys. All right, here we go. Pace car on pit road. Our first yellow flag of the night done and over with, and we are back at it here at Talladega. Freis, Fritsch, Reynolds, Warren leading the way into turn number 1. Side by side. The 25 down on the yellow line. He's got a good healthy shove from the 26. That inside lane getting formed up very nicely. Casey Gilchrist in the 31 going straight for the jugular, jumps up to the 3rd lane. So 3 wide racing action right away on this restart. And they are still bumping and banging. First yellow flag taught them nothing. That's all right. As a race car driver myself, I'm here to say I'm pretty dense when I'm out on the racetrack. It's okay. So of the vehicles that are out there, we're all still on the lead lap, 26 cars on the speedway. And it looks like the 19 of Zach Workman beginning to roll out. Workman has an impossible task ahead of him, but if Zach can keep that car out there, there's always some attrition. He's got a shot at not losing all the points now, but it is not going to be an easy battle for him to work his way back to the front, or to stay back in this championship battle is what I really should say. Anthony English in the 44, new fast lap, 49.51 seconds out of the 44. So English flying around this super speedway. Stage 1 is going to end at the end of lap 25. With this yellow flag that we had, it came out at the right time to get everyone to the end of stage 1 on the tank of fuel. Now I think everyone's just going to try and get themselves in the correct position, or at least in the position that they feel is best for them to try and get those stage points. So we talked about our championship 8 and who they are. With the reset and getting our championship 8, that leaves Jeff Crosby Jr. as our point leader for those who are not in the championship. Crosby sitting 9th place in the point standings. Sean McCara is 10th. Peter DeBorgia 11th. 12th going to Dustin Logston. Nate Warren finding himself 13th in the point standings. Casey Gilchrist 14th, 15th going to Zach Fritsch, and Jimmy Reynolds 16th in the point standings. Those guys were the ones who were eliminated last week. Unable to make it into the round of 8. So they're out there going for bragging rights, the best of the rest, if you will. Workman in the 19, still trying to get that race car at the back of the pack. Just has not been able to join in a safe manner. So the problems continue for Workman. 11 laps down. I don't know if I've ever seen anyone come back from 11 laps, but if we have that many cautions, ooh, as long as no one else goes a lap down, and we have, what's it going to take, 11 cautions? That would be 12 because we already had one. So if we have 11 more yellow flags fly, well, that's going to be a long race, but it put Zach Workman back on the lead lap. Hunter Reynolds in the 26 right now, the second car on the inside line, pushing on the 25. Those two have been joined at the hip since the drop of the green flag on this restart. 26 staying committed to the back bumper. Nate Warren, oh, big wiggle out of Kevin Freis. Kevin able to hold on to it, lost a little bit of ground because of it, but not enough to allow the 12 of Zach Fritsch to drop down to the inside line. Casey Gilchrist in the 31, still using that third lane. Sean McCara, Richard Kuhn tucked in behind the 31. As the field works through 1 and 2. Looking like everyone having a nice, calm middle part of stage number 1. Stephen Miles, Peter DeBorgia, Gabe Butler. Those three guys are kind of at the back of the pack. They just set their fastest lap of the race at the tail end of this pack, so they're not giving up. They're trying to close in on the back of this field here. A little bit of an air gap between the 24 and the 17. That gap is closing up quickly. Gabe Butler in the 88. Behind the 41 of Peter DeBorgia. Just a few laps left here in stage number 1. And for our championship contenders, I won't say that points are not important, because you never know how things are going to shake out. But when you have 2 races and only 4 drivers are going to advance to the next round, you kind of start putting that priority on winning as your only surefire way to get in. So Gilchrist in the 31 jumped up to that 3rd lane very early on that restart that we had from our first yellow flag. Since then, he has not dropped back down. He's been committed to the 3rd lane. Every once in a while, that 3rd lane does have a run, but just cannot generate enough energy to clear the 12. The 12 can't clear the 25, so we're kind of stuck in a 3-wide battle. Here at Talladega, plenty of room for that 3-wide. In fact, we can probably go 4-wide. Someone should do it. I'll tell you what, if they don't go 4-wide here, I'll be disappointed. It's not a Talladega race if we don't go 4-wide. Big wiggle out of the 3rd lane. Everyone able to hold on to it though. Field making its way back onto the front stretch. Zach Workman on the front stretch as well, so he is about to lose another lap. Two more times around to settle out this one. I look down to look at some of my race stats, and Zach Fritsch gone. He gone. Oh, trouble in 3 and 4. Yellow flag going to come out. Kevin Freis going to win stage 1. Richard Kuhn getting into trouble into 3 and 4. Zach Fritsch in the 12 in trouble as well. See if we can't back this up. Figure out what happened to the 12. Adam Kilday gives a shot to the back bumper of the 12 there. Oh, and Kilday and Kuhn just make contact, and Zach Fritsch gets collected. So that will give the stage win to the 25. Everyone peeling off for pit road this time. Workman gonna get one of his laps back. He gets did not get waved around the pace car. Tough break for the 19. Not sure what he did wrong there, but did not get waved around. That's gotta hurt. Borja English Butler driving through pit lane. Let's go ahead and let's see if we can't dial up our stage 1 winner. Kevin, this KR up in the booth. You got me, buddy?
Yeah, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing just fine. Hey, someone told me you won a stage, and by someone I mean it was me. I told me.
Yeah, I got pretty fortunate there. It was I was gonna be short on fuel. I had to pit in on lap 25 coming to 26, so I was not very upset to see that caution. I told the guys in voice chat that I was just staying out as long as I could, see if I could just run them out of fuel too. But got lucky with the timing there. Didn't have to do a whole nother lap to catch the pace car, thank God. So yeah, good start.
Well, yeah, a good start. Just 2 races in this round of 8. So how important are points versus picking up a win?
A win obviously clinches you, so that would be pretty gosh darn huge, but I think the safest thing is just try and maximize as many points as you can and then hope that you have a shot at the end. I mean, I scored a bunch of stage points in the regular season and didn't exactly translate to finishes, so hopefully we can change that luck. We started changing that luck last week, and hopefully we carry it to this week.
All right, man. Well, I'll tell you what, that 25 is looking bad fast. Kevin, I also have to tell you, York says hoy hi.
What's up, Logan? Hope he
So
enjoys the show.
Huh?
Maybe he joined. I hope he enjoys the show, and maybe he joins us out here sometime soon on Monday nights.
So what is hoy?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't think he meant to say hoy, but we're gonna make fun of him because it's the internet.
It's the easiest thing to do there.
All right, and capital cap. What a name.
Yeah.
And we're making fun of you there, bud. Just because we can. All right, Kevin. Lights are out on the pace car. We better get back serious. Shout outs, thank yous, anything you need to add before we let you go?
Yeah, thank you to doing the broadcast. Thanks for the admins. Huge thanks to Hunter there for pushing me around, and hopefully we can keep this ball rolling, get the other 2 guys on Team Boot knock up front, and get a strong finish here.
All right, man. Well, good luck in the rest of this race. Nice job on stage 1.
Thank you.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our stage 1 winner. Pace car gonna peel off this time. Oh, I'm being canceled. Thank goodness. That means I don't have to be here tomorrow. Either way, green flag is out. We're back underway. Race here at Talladega, now into stage number 2. Looks like Zach Fritsch dropping down the inside. Fritsch losing a lap. I'm wondering if it was that close on fuel for the 12, he tried to let out the throttle to get to the end of it. And that is what caused him to start dropping back so quickly. Either way, the 12 finds himself in a bit of trouble here early on. He joins Zach Workman as the only 2 race cars out there that are not on the lead lap. Nate Warren in the 16 battling up front. Warren and Reynolds side by side. Hunter Reynolds in the 26 down on the inside line. Reynolds, who had pushed the 25 for so many laps, pushed that 25 to stage 1. Now getting the favor return, Kevin Freis pushing that back bumper of Hunter Reynolds. We'll see if they can get the same outcome. In the 25, push the 26 to a stage win. Team Bootnaka working together on that inside line. Nate Warren from Fuel Sim Racing trying to play spoiler to those guys' plans. Zach Workman in the 19 drops down to the inside. He's going to hit pit road. The Workman making his pit stop. For a little while there, Zach Workman got to feel like he was part of the race. I'll tell you, there really isn't much worse than being at a super speedway and losing the draft. It's awful. Running around all by yourself at a super speedway. Yeah. Whew. I mean, when I say it's awful, I'm talking about for me. Like, it kind of just makes you want to quit. But I appreciate a driver who doesn't quit, who keeps soldiering on. And so the fact that Zach Workman hasn't given up just yet, I can appreciate that. We'll keep a close eye on who drops out and when as Peter DeBorgia makes a pit stop and rolls back out. So DeBorgia getting back into this race. Gonna give up some time here because he did pit by himself. Wow, Nate Warren just plowed the outside wall to 16. Heavy impact. And grabs the gear and gets rolling. Oh man, that was a rough hit for Nate Warren. It looked like several other vehicles involved as well. Take a look and see where this went wrong. Andrew Schroeder, Richard Kuhn, Andy Brigante in the 13 just brings it to a stop. Brigante getting cut off. Once you're going that slow, it is very hard to climb the banking. On board with David Overstreet. Anthony English, oh, a hard shot by the 44. Everyone on the pit road. 17 and the 44 just not getting together correctly in the corner, and the 16 pays for it big time. So Nate Warren being serviced by his pit crew. Gabe Butler once again driving down pit lane, not coming to his pit box. So he technically wins the race off of pit road, but did not make a pit stop. It's pretty easy to win the race off pit road when you don't hit your pit box. He'll come back down next time by. I don't know about you guys, but I was at my dirt track all weekend. Got chewed up by bugs. For October here in the Midwest, it has been incredibly warm. So the bugs have been out in force. And they feasted. They feasted, so I am scratching every bit. Scratching every bit of my ankles right now. It's driving me nuts. Kevin Freis in the 25 and inherit the race lead. Rick Sanchez goes to the outside lane for the restart. Three cautions on the night so far. First one coming about lap 10, second one wrapping up stage one around lap 25. And this one coming to its final conclusion. Pace car down to pit road. Kevin Freis, Rick Sanchez lead this field to the green flag once again. Our third yellow flag wrapped up, and we get back after it. Down the back stretch, Hunter Reynolds has momentum on his side. He also has his teammate on his back bumper, the 25 of Kevin Freis, pushing on the back bumper once again. Rick Sanchez, who has posted the most wins so far this season, putting himself in position for a stage win. Sanchez leading the second lane, starting to develop a third lane here with the 31 of Casey Gilchrist. Stephen Miles going up there with him, just two cars trying to make something happen up in that top shelf. No one else going with them just yet. Going on board with the 88 of Gabe Butler. Butler taking us for a ride down the backstretch. New fast lap last time around, the 41 of Peter DeBorgia turning a 49.46. So some very quick lap times being turned. Final 10 laps here in stage number 2. So as we get back to 3 wide racing action quite solidly, Hunter Reynolds, Rick Sanchez, Casey Gilchrist, they are your respective line leaders. Oh, one in the wall in the tri-oval. Big time sideways action. I believe that was Andrew Schroeder in the 48. How he saved that. Let's see if that's what it was. No, it wasn't Schroeder. Oh, it was the 24 Stephen Miles. Stephen Miles, championship contender, getting out of shape. Take a look at this one. I did not go back far enough. Try that again. 24 Stephen Miles, heavy contact, tags the wall, keeps it straight. But a championship contender in trouble once again. Zach Workman, one of our championship contenders, started this race off in trouble as he had computer issues before he could even get out on the speedway. Right now he finds himself as we got 2, 3, 4 cars down below the yellow line. Caution is out once again. I do not think that this is going to be the end of the stage. Zach Workman in trouble. Saw Anthony English go for a spin. Stephen Miles, heavy impact into the outside wall. So yellow flag coming out. It looks like maybe Workman in the 19, possibly getting turned coming off of turn number 4. already loose. So he was chasing that thing up the track. We'll go back even further. So Workman behind the 31 of Casey Gilchrist. Jeff Crosby Jr. in the 33. 19 looked like maybe he got loose. Collects the 44 of Anthony English. Workman chasing that thing all over the racetrack. And almost everyone came down pit road, but a few drivers have stayed out. These drivers going for stage points here. So your top 6 have stayed out. Rick Sanchez, Josh Ball, Adam Kilday, Peter DeBorgia, Vicente Guerrero, and Gabe Butler. All electing to stay out. So our 4th yellow flag has been displayed, and it has split the field on strategy. Butler peeling off for pit road. Eric Laurie gonna join him. Field gonna stack up 2 by 2 here. We're gonna let them loose once again. All right, pace car down and away. All right, here we go. Green flag back up into the air. Wasting no time down the backstretch, going to that 3 wide here at Talladega. Trying to get to the end of stage number 2 and get all the points they can. Gonna have one more time around for stage 2. And this one is going to end under yellow, and I believe Hunter Reynolds is going to win the stage as this one takes quite a few of them out. Sean McCarron involved, look like Rick Sanchez, Bubba Winningham, all these guys getting a piece of it. The 44 and the 5 getting mixed up, and then everyone piling in. The Borgia and Sanchez take another look at it here is into the corner they go, and Sanchez just never really lets the 41 gather it back in. I don't think the 5 had much choice. Looks like he was being pushed from behind as well, and that causes this big stack up. On board with Richard Kuhn. .47 looks like he was able to squeeze through all of that. And the 26 leads the field on the pit road. That makes him our stage 2 winner. .26 finally down and away. Let's see if we can't get a word in with our second driver to win a stage from Team Bootnaga. Hunter Reynolds, how you doing, bud?
I am doing pretty good. So as of right now, Kara, how are you?
As of right now, I'm doing fine. Stage number 2, congratulations.
Yeah, appreciate it. Man, sometimes you get a little lucky. Sometimes you just right in the right spot. So yeah, glad we got that one. I would have loved to see it go green though. We had a little different pitch strategy going than those other guys, but yeah, we'll take a stage win. Kevin missed the wreck, so doing all right.
Yeah, speaking of different pitch strategies, tell us kind of what the advantages that you were seeing from your strategy versus what the other drivers were on.
Yeah, so we were about a half tank, maybe a little less there. So those guys would have had to pit in, a couple laps after the pit was over, and we had the full tank. So I'm not sure exactly how it would have worked out, but we definitely would have had the numbers with the full field pitting behind us, and we figured more people were going to come in and pit and top off the tank there before the stage. So I totally get those guys staying out, but I think what we made was the right call, and they did get lucky, I guess, with the caution. Maybe not so the wreck, but I think we would have been in good shape after that.
Well, man, either way, you come away with stage number 2. Nice job on that one. Shout out, thank yous. Anything you need to add?
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks to all the boys back in Bootnaka. Appreciate you, Kevin. Appreciate you, KR. Appreciate all the league admins, and thanks to everybody else for watching.
All right, well, there you have it. Hunter, once again, congratulations on winning the stage.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
All right, that is 2 drivers from Team Bootnaka picking up stage 1 and stage 2. We saw the 26 push the 25 to stage 1. It was vice versa, the 25 pushing the 26 to stage number 2. So that being said, we now enter the final portion of our race. Not the final, but like the final half is, it's 94 laps. We're on lap 52, so if you do the math correctly, it makes sense. I just don't do math. It's fine. All right, we've got them stacked up once again. Richard Kuhn on the inside, Hunter Reynolds on the outside. For this restart, pace car pulls down to pit road. We're gonna get back after it. A lot of cars on the inside lane for this restart. They elected to come back down pit road and serve a penalty by starting at the tail end of the longest line. So here we go. Just 3 cars in the second lane. Won't be long before someone jumps up there with them. 4 cars, sorry. 4 cars in the second lane. Is that Casey Gilchrist blinking out? Looks like it was, as there's a bit of separation between him and the 25, and the 31 does move up to the high side. He's going to try and get that internet connection to settle back in. Good heads up move by the 31. Saw that there was a problem, got out of the way. Hunter Reynolds in the 26, being pushed by the 25, drops down to the inside lane, right in front of the 47. Now Team Bootnaka has this field locked out. 26 on the inside, 25 on the outside. Les Levy, welcome back, Les Levy, a driver we haven't talked a whole lot about this season, and for good reason. Les Levy has been away. Had surgery, had his ankle worked on. Right now he is running in a boot. Shouldn't say running, but racing in a boot. And no, I'm not Canadian. I'm literally talking about a boot. About a boot. Okay, I know I'm not making my case any better, but it is what it is. The 62 though. Welcome back, Les. Good to see you, buddy. He is out there pretty much with his foot locked in place. Still out there doing a good job leading or battling for the lead as our sixth caution comes out. So field slowing down. It's like Dave Hunt, maybe Dustin Logston getting involved in this one. Dave Hunt with a very big crash. Adam Kilday trying to work his way through that one. Gabe Butler getting involved. David Overstreet. So everyone makes their way onto pit road once again. So with that being said, we're going to step away for a quick break. No one go anywhere. We'll be right back.
racing, you wanted the best, you got him 4 abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Green flag waving once again. Kevin Freis, Les Levy, Hunter Reynolds, Sean McCara. Well, those guys getting onto the throttle, trying to lead this field into turn number 1. Working lap 60 of 94. 6 times the yellow flag has come out. Dave Hunt will join Zach Workman and Rick Sanchez as drivers who are not on the lead lap. Rick Sanchez going to be our first championship contender out of the race. Sanchez has gone behind the wall in this most recent yellow flag. So Sanchez out of the event. He is our first championship contender to fall out, and he has 5 wins on the season. The championship favorite going into this round for sure. Now he is in danger of not even advancing into the championship 4. Side by side into turn number 3. One thing I do want to point out, Workman, who finally started this race 11 laps down, now finds himself 7 laps down. So Zach putting in some work trying to get back into this thing. Unfortunately, he still has a huge uphill battle. It looks like the 62 of Les Levy had a big moment down the back stretch. Not sure what happened to Les, but did he take a shot to the back bumper? Keeps it off the inside wall, and we stay green. Oh, teenagers. Wait, no, did I say that? Anyways. Sean McCarr, Kevin Freis duking it out at the front of the field. Hunter Reynolds, Jeff Crosby Jr., and Richard Kuhn right now make up your top 5. They're all stuck right there with each other. Quite a few yellow flags in this one. You can tell the intensity has ratcheted up a little bit. Mostly because of how many yellow flags we've had so far in this one. We get a yellow flag right now, kind of 1 every 10 laps. That's the way it's going. Despite all of that, we still have all but 1 car in this race. We have not cycled through green flag pit stops yet. And we are going to get another one, our 7th yellow flag for the night. Andrew Schroeder involved. Looks like maybe Jimmy Reynolds, Adam Strom, Bubba Winningham. Quite a few getting a piece of this one. Vicente Guerrero, Eric Laurie, Nate Warren, Peter DeBorgia. A lot of race cars involved in this one, as this was a big stack up. Still didn't back it up far enough to see where it goes wrong. Winningham out of shape, Vicente Guerrero. Casey Gilchrist and the 66 of Bubba Winningham running side by side. Winningham at Overstreet, Vicente Guerrero all right there, all making contact at about the same time. That is going to result in this yellow flag coming out. On board with the 071 of Eric Laurie. Laurie trying to bail out of it. Not much you can do when a race car comes helicoptering into your face. The yellow flag is out once again, and with that being said, we're going to take another quick break. No one go anywhere. Be right back after this.
Whopper, 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 Junior, Double, Triple, Whopper, Impossible or Bacon Whopper, I rule this day. And BK, have it your way.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Our field's starting to double stack. Yellow flag has come out 7 times so far in this race. We still have 24 laps to go, 25 laps to go, something like that. So at least one more pit stop in this one. Pace car gonna hit pit road this time. Here we go. Kevin Freis, Sean McCara into the restart zone. green flag is out once again, and we are back at it. Already got one down below the yellow line. Keeping it down there. So far, so good, as everyone looks to be blending back in. Do want to point out that Adam Schramm is sitting on pit road. The Schramm, involved in our most recent incident, has been on pit lane, unable to get that car going just yet. Still working on it, but Schramm quite possibly out of the race. If Schramm is unable to continue, he will join Rick Sanchez as drivers who are out of the race. Workman just now did enough laps to pass Adam Schramm, so that will put Workman in 25th place. So Zach, who had to start from pit road with computer troubles, came out 11 laps down by the time it got settled. He has moved into 25th spot. Anthony English finds himself not on the lead lap. The 44 championship contender in trouble as well, so that puts 3 of our 8 championship contenders in jeopardy. And if they can't pull out of this, it will make it a must-win situation next weekend. $20 laps to go in this one. Two drivers peeling off for pit road. That is Zach Workman and Zach Freis peeling off for pit lane. Schramm still sitting on pit road. Gabe Butler in the 88 making a bold move there for the race lead. Butler, who has had his fair share of trouble in this one tonight. Butler trying to come away with a race win. Liberty Fires is here. How you doing, Liberty? Fuel window is open to get to the end of this race. Stephen Miles in the 24. We saw him go for a ride through the tri-oval and continue on. Everyone has only done about 10 laps since they were last on pit road. But that fuel window is open, so we'll see when they come down pit lane. Gabe Butler and Jeff Crosby Jr. running 1 and 2. Butler on the inside, Crosby on the outside. Making their way down the back stretch. 16 laps to go. We very well could see green flag pit stops in this run. I, for one, would love to see green flag pit stops. It's gonna be hard to say if we can get green flag pit stops. It's been a rough one here tonight. That's okay. We gave them one whopper. Since we gave them the one whopper, it seems like they settled down just a little bit. Now Gabe Butler and Jeff Crosby Jr. lead the field. Stage 1 went to Kevin Freis. Stage 2 went to Hunter Reynolds. Those two drivers still in the mix here. This opening race for the round of 8 has really not been kind to championship contenders. Sanchez out of the race. Zach Workman multiple laps down. Anthony English couple laps down as well. Zach Workman running with the 12 of Zach Fritsch. They're going to be swallowed up by the pack here. They elect to stay down low. Everyone going to have to work their way around them. Pick your spots carefully. It gets tight, 3 wide. Very doable here at Daytona. Workman and Fritsch, ooh, getting very tight in the tri-oval. Workman and Fritsch going to blend in here. Getting down to the nitty gritty. 12 laps to go as they work their way through 3 and 4. Here they come onto pit road for our first round of green flag pit stops. It's finally happening, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to see this field get split up. Sean McCara and the rest of these guys stay out. Kevin Freis, Hunter Reynolds, Les Levy, those all onto pit road. Jeff Crosby Jr. trying to make a move to hold on to the race lead. Richard Kuhn on the outside. Everyone in that first group has gotten away. No penalties there. Now here comes our second group of drivers. Everyone on the pit road cleanly. Richard Kuhn in the 47 stays out. He's the only driver to not come down pit road. Workman and Freis have already made their pit stop. And Richard Kuhn now makes his way on the pit lane. Gabe Butler in the 88. It's like he's going to take over the top spot. Gonna have 8 laps to go this time. Gabe Butler in the 88. Hunter Reynolds in the 26. They are running nose to tail as the 88 drops down to the inside line. Kevin Freis in the 25 now has to battle with the 88 in front of him. His teammate, Hunter Reynolds in the 26. To his outside, Josh Ball in the one from Nightmare Esports. Nightmare Esports championship contenders, Josh Ball, Stephen Miles. They're going to have to figure out what to do here. Miles sitting inside the top 10 along with Ball. So the 24 working his way forward. Jumps up to the outside. Looks like a lot of cars in the outside lane here. Oh, Casey Gilchrist goes up to the high side. Miles really starting to push here at 24, trying to close the gap, trying to get to his teammate. Meanwhile, Gabe Butler, no skin in this game, not a championship contender, just a driver who wants to go out and win the race. We'll see how wide he can make that 88. Almost 2 hours that these guys have been going at it. That does not include practice time. So they have been out there trying to position themselves all night long to be in the best spot here as we have 5 laps to go next time around. So Hunter Reynolds, Gabe Butler, Les Levy. Levy in the 62. And then Sean McCarra in the 71. Anthony English in the 44. This night not going his way. English going to try and blend in, but I think that car is just a little too damaged to stay with this lead pack. Les Levy in the 62. Can he make something happen in his return race after surgery? A podium finish would go a long way for the 62. A race win would be outstanding. But Gabe Butler wants a win. Hunter Reynolds wants a win. Kevin Freis, Stephen Miles, Sean McCarra, Josh Paul, everybody there wants a race win. 4 laps to go. Raise your hand if you think we get to the white flag as things stand before we get to caution. I don't know. Gonna be close. I know these guys are pushing very hard. A lot of them have torn up race cars. They just want to try and get to the end, so they're leaving a little bit of space, but it is so hard to leave some space as the laps wind down. Three more time around as they make their way through the tri oval and head towards the start finish line. 3 laps to go in this one. Should we get to the white flag, that will do it. It will mean one more time around. It's, if you guys were wondering, that's what the white flag is. One more time around. What I meant to say was, should we get the white flag, there will be no more attempts at a green-white checkered. No extra laps, no nothing. When that white flag is displayed and they take the white flag, it is on. It is the final lap, no matter what else happens. Two laps to go. Gabe Butler in the 88. The 26 of Hunter Reynolds. The 62 of Les Levy. The 71 of Sean McCarra. A lot of cars in the middle lane. Ooh, big wiggle out of the 62 as he took a hard shot by the 71. Able to hold on to it. We stay green, the 88 and the 26. Right now, do not have to fend off a challenge from the outside line. As Zach Workman and Zach Fritsch both pull into pit road. Looks like their night is done. They want to get out of the way of the race to the finish. Gonna get the white flag here. Final lap one more time around. Three wide, Les Levy with some momentum. The 71 staying committed to his back bumper. Stephen Miles. Miles' engine goes up in smoke. Stephen Miles off the pace. Here comes Kevin Freis down on the inside. Gabe Butler in the middle. Off of turn number 4. big wiggle out of them. Freis holds on to it. Big time trouble behind him. Here comes the 62 of Les Levy. Levy maybe not going to get to the win. Kevin Freis does. But what a return finish for the 62 of Les Levy as he comes away in second. Peter DeBorgia in the 41. He will round out your podium drivers. Jeff Crosby Jr. in third and Gabe Butler ending up in fourth. But Kevin Freis wins tonight's race, punching his ticket into the championship 4. He is the first driver to do so. What a race to the finish that one was. As the 25 comes around to celebrate, let's take a look at our race results. Kevin Freis, Les Levy, Peter DeBorgia, your top 3 drivers. Then it's Jeff Crosby Jr., Gabe Butler to round out your top 5. Dustin Logston in 6th. 7th goes to Adam Kilday. Hunter Reynolds, our stage 1 winner, ends up in 8th. 9th goes to Josh Ball. Nate Warren in 10th. 11th place goes to Dave Hunt. 12th is Andy Brigante. 13th is Andy Laurie. Oh, that is Eric Laurie, as I really had a Lex Dixie moment. David Overstreet in 14th. 15th is Bubba Winningham. 16th is Andrew Schroeder. Jimmy Reynolds 17th. 18th, Stephen Miles with a blown engine does make it across the start finish line. Vicente Guerrero 19th. 20th, Sean McCara. Richard Kuhn 21st. Casey Gilchrist 22nd. 23rd goes to Zach Fritsch. 24th, Anthony English. Zach Workman 25th. 26th, Adam Strom and Rick Sanchez in 27th spot. With that being said, let's kick off our post-race interviews, and let's start with our Team Bootnaka race winner, and that is the 25 of Kevin Freis. Kevin, congratulations on the race win, man.
Thank you. It's been a long time coming this season.
Well, you know, Kevin, race wins maybe haven't been your strong suit this season, but that does not retract from the fact that this 25 has been hauling in points left and right.
Oh, yeah. Stage points is actually probably one of the main reasons why I even made the playoffs to begin with. Because my finishes, I mean, I had a couple of good finishes in the regular season, but it was mostly like 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, that whole range right there. So it was very inconsistent. Unfortunately, a lot of not my own doing, but that's the way it goes with super speedway racing.
Yeah, speaking of stage points, coming into tonight's race, you had 162. You lead everybody in the stage points category. So, man, I'll tell you what, if you had to wait to win a race and just get through everything on points up to this point, and now you win, you're in, you're the first driver in as the championship 4. Holy cow. I mean, talking about waiting for the right time to win a race.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're going to pick a time to do it, now most certainly is not a bad one to do it. And also stealing a bunch of stage points from playoff drivers too at the same time, which also helps our cause. It really was unfortunate. Hunter and I worked so well together that whole entire race, and then whatever happened there, we're gonna, I'm sure, all talk about it in a few minutes here. A really unfortunate ending for his really strong run there.
All right, man. Well, congratulations on the race win. Any shout outs, thank yous, anything you need to add that you haven't said yet?
Yeah, huge shout out to Hunter for working with me the entire race, and Gabe working his butt off getting back up to us right in time for that pit stop. That really helped us push the pace a bunch. It's always great to have Gabe up there with you towards the end of these. He's gonna make the right moves and take care of you out there, and Hunter as well. I mean, Gabe had to make that move to save Hunter going to the middle once they went third, but it just sucked the way it ended. But that's it with this racing. And huge shout out to you for putting on the broadcast for us again this season. And shout out to the admins.
All right, man. Well, once again, congratulations on the race win. Nice job out there.
Thank you. Hope everybody has a great night.
I do too. I hope you have a great night as well.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a good one. Then get to go back to work in the morning. The fun stuff.
Fun stuff for sure. All right, Kevin, once again, nice job.
Thank you. Have a
Oh, cut him off. My bad, Kevin. You know what? Call my lawyer. We're moving on to second place. I'm sorry, Kevin. I did not mean for that to happen. Second place goes to Les Levy, driver of the 62. And how about this, Les? Who knew all you needed for a podium finish was to just have your foot basically hacked off?
There you go, KR. That's it. You get a medical clearance and they let you come back and race. But yeah, maybe I'll just sit here with one foot hanging out the window like I did all night.
Get some breeze to those toes, and all of a sudden you want to go a little bit faster.
Well, I've been trying for months this thing like you see, on TV where you put your hand up to the window net for aerodynamics, and doesn't make me any faster. So I thought I'd try my foot today, and clearly it works.
Well, man, I'll tell you what. Welcome back, first of all. Nice job in the race, second of all. And tell me all about it with having that boot on.
Well, I'm sitting in this giant boot wrapped around my foot. It's week 5 after the surgery, and like I said, got the medical clearance. So it was first time back racing on Monday. Kind of fun. Thought it was kind of dead there early on when the 71 got a bad push into me, but kind of didn't give up. Came back, and I don't know, maybe a little guilt got to the 71. He did a great job pushing me at the end, and I think had he not gotten collected, we might have just had enough for old 25.
There's some truth to that. It looked like that 62 was rolling coming through 3 and 4, man. But second place, gotta feel good. Welcome back to the podium. Welcome back to the racing and all that stuff. Les, congratulations, second place. Anything you need to add that you haven't said yet?
No, we want to thank all the guys that run the league. I want to thank you, KR, up at the booth. Of course, the teammates on Checkered Flag Motorsports, one of the oldest teams racing around here. And now I just got my fingers crossed that the mechanics got the right amount of weight in the car. We don't have any penalties post-race.
All right. And, of course, the Ricky Bobby Foundation.
Well, that goes without saying, KR. And I had to let you lead into that because we all do this for the Ricky Bobby Foundation for People Challenged to Go Fast and the great work they do now globally in all major cities.
Ooh, I'll tell you what, I forgot to mention it to you because we were short on time. But I am going to be sending my son to the Ricky Bobby Foundation. So I got a picture to show you here before too long.
Sounds good. We help people who are challenged to go fast in all aspects of life, not just racing.
All right, man. Well, nice job. Congratulations on second place. And, man, welcome back.
Take care, buddy.
That is Les Levy, driver of the 62, our second place finisher. Now let's move on to our third and final step of the podium. And that is, he is moving. Hold on. He just, I got him. I got it. That is none other than the 33 of Jeff Crosby. No, Jeff. You're fourth place, Jeff. Get out of here.
Pulling Peter, bro. Come on.
I know. Well, you guys kind of moved as I was grabbing.
Hey, but I love you too.
All right, man. Good luck in fourth place. Nice job. All right, let's get the right person this time. That is Peter. Oh my gosh, I'm never gonna hear the end of this. Peter, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, I heard you finished third place.
Yep, I did. That's what the standings say.
Yeah. Well, nice job.
Thank you.
All right, man. Well, I'll tell you what. that looked like a bit of a rough race for the 41. It seemed like there was one that you had to lock up the brakes to avoid it. Seemed like there was one you got involved in, and another one that just happened right off your tail tank.
This is a strange race. I mean, I really came into this mindset of, all right, we got one teammate in the top 8. We're doing everything we can to help the 19. And then his computer wouldn't boot up correctly, and then iRacing wouldn't load, and he missed the grid, and he started the race like 11 laps down. So it really threw a giant wrench into what we could do as teammates to really get him back on the lead lap. Necessarily as a really tough mountain to climb, and he never got all the way there, but he got basically halfway there, which is good. But then, you know, the gears changed, and it became the rest of our jobs to, you know, look at all the guys who are playoff guys and make life difficult for them and make it so they don't score as many points as possible, so that Zach might be able to just get by with points next week and doesn't necessarily have to win the race. So I know it was a bloodbath for some playoff guys there, and they were, you know, having Workman still on the track and made those guys have to limp around with their junk just to make sure they could stay ahead of the 19. So that was our only goal tonight. I didn't want to be the cause of anything silly, and obviously the playoff guys are racing for something bigger picture there, but you know, I do have a teammate that I'm trying to look out for, and I'm glad I didn't make anything worse on my own. And man, those last minute and a half of the race was quite insane, and somehow we stole a podium, so that worked.
Well, man, nice job. A great third place finish for this Extra Life 41. I know there's probably somebody you're missing that you haven't said hi to for a while, and that would be Liberty Fires. You got anything to add to him?
Oh, man, I hope he's getting hyped up and ready, because I know he, just as much as I do, is ready for Saturday, November 2nd, just a little bit more than 2 weeks from now. We're getting ready for Extra Life 24-hour marathons. Raising money. I am raising money for Johns Hopkins Children's Center, but anyone who participates in that's raising money for Children's Miracle Network hospitals across America. So if you have a chance to check out either his stream or my stream or something like that on November 22nd, I'll be running 2 a.m. to 2 a.m., I believe, or maybe 3 a.m. to 2 a.m. I don't know. There's like a daylight savings time happening in there too. So 24 hours isn't normally the 24-hour window, but we'll see how tired we are. I got a couple iRacing races in there. Some Atari's getting featured this year. I'm playing GameCube for the first time. There's a lot of really cool things there. So you can check out my profile and see all the cool schedule stuff that we got going on. But yeah, man, thanks for giving me the platform there to shout out Liberty and Extra Life there too. And man, we almost stole stage 2 there. We stayed out because I saw a few other guys were doing the same. I was like, all right, at least I won't be pitting by myself. I can stop one of these guys from getting 10 points. And then Sanchez and I just didn't hook up the right way there, and I think he got wrecked and disconnected, and I got spun in front of the field, and that was really not how we wanted it to go. So shout outs to Rick. I know he was really trying to help me last week, push me into the next round there before we caused the big one with like 5 to go. And I know he's got quite a bit of fans on YouTube as well. So I'm sorry it didn't work out for him there, but if it can't be Zach next week, I'm rooting for him too.
All right, man. Well, nice job. Congratulations on third place here tonight.
Appreciate it. Thank you, KR.
That is none other than the illustrious Peter DeBorgia getting it done. And, we see his name in the upper right-hand corner, but due to situations beyond my control, I cannot properly capitalize his last name, and I know it bugs him, so I want to point it out to everybody. It should be lowercase de, because that's how we do it in English, capital B, and then the rest are lowercase as well. So, yeah, there you go. That's Peter DeBorgia for you, ladies and gentlemen. The driver of the 41 brought it home in third place. I want to say good night. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us here. I am absolutely blasted from my weekend of racing and everything else that has happened. So I appreciate you putting up with me being silly. So until next time, where we will be at what was it? Bumpy Road? I want to say it's Bumpy Road next week. Hold on, looking at my notes, finding my notes. I'm not finding them very well. But yes, we are at Bumpy Road next week. And that will be our final race in the Championship 8, where we will end up with our Championship 4. We'll battle it out at Daytona, October 28th. So until then, stay safe and have a good night.
the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.